Hello everybody. Now it's slightly less polished and more raw upload because I'm doing it from my phone, don't have an intro. It's basically in response to Bheki, Cele, our Minister of Police, who said that lockdown was great for violence and crime in this country. We're a safer society in our first quarter of 2020 because of lockdown. And if any of you haven't actually figured out what's so astronomically mind-breakingly stupid about that statement, I'm going to give you a couple of seconds. Okay, we have time. So if you lock the entire population in their homes for months and months, and the penalty for leaving your house for anything, whether it's to go fetch a pail of water, to use a communal toilet, to travel to work, to go to a pharmacy, to even drinking a beer in your own yard, is arrest, detention, criminal charges, intimidation, brutalization, and in some cases like Collins Causa, Petrus Michels and a few others, murder at the hands of the authorities, then yeah, the vast majority of the population aren't going to leave their homes now, are they? Especially at night when the curfew, we're under curfew. We still are under curfew. So in essence, what Bheki is saying that, wow, contact crimes decrease when people don't circulate amongst each other, so that there aren't really contact. So there's no contact between potential criminals and potential victims unless the criminals actively hunt them down in their homes. Let's think about that again. Basically, if you run your entire country like an oppressive, tyrannical fucking police state, that means crime somehow goes down. Now, another thing I'd like to know, since we're on this topic, since freedom clearly doesn't matter, civil rights, civil liberties, constitutional rights don't matter, because safety is all we care about, locking people in their homes being, you know, the fundamental mechanism through which we achieve this Orwellian, idealistic utopia of safety and security. If this is the case, if this is the type of debate that we're having, then we should never leave our homes ever for anything at all. We should never allow anyone to move outside their homes. We should go back to the apartheid style type bus book system for everyone in this country, because that's what we were subjected to in essence for a good couple of weeks, if not months. You could only move around with permits. Interprovincial travel is still banned. Yet looking at the crime rates in the last few weeks, it has spiked through the roof to a catastrophic extent. Farm attacks are up, violence in townships way up, rape is up, murder is up. We have had yet another massive increase in contact crimes year on year, this year being no exception to the previous. If this is the type of victory Bheki Cele wants, if he's trying to convince the South African public that the South African Police Service has crime under control, that there's any sort of leadership in the service, that he's not a complete incompetent, corrupt disgrace to his office, who should have resigned or be pushed onto his sword and forced to resign by our limp dick, spineless president eons ago, if he's genuinely trying to convince people of that, then I really hope to God that the vast majority of you are intelligent enough, free-thinking enough, and have enough gumption and intellect to conclude that no, this is a complete bullshit story. We've wasted far more than enough time discussing it already, and as we come up to the 4-minute mark, this is about the end of it. Have a fantastic evening. See you all later.